So, mal gucken, was mit dieser komischen Maschine in der Kirche ist. Spider spun its web around this wood-carved pillar. Yeah.
Oh, hey, wait. There's coffee in the back. Oh, wait. I'm in the mother's love.
Coffee in the bag? Something familiar about that. Coffee and stale cookies. Was that about coffee? I feel like I've heard it somewhere before. Look, man, I'm at liberty to talk about the sacred blaze of the mother's glorious heart, but not about the coffee. Have you by any chance heard the viejita say the password to a radio computer? Too many times, I say. You need it for something. No need to overdo it, he won't mind sharing it with you. Honestly, I just want to break into a radio computer, see what's on it. Don't sweat it, Vato. The password is afterlife death. That is true, but what comes after death? What did you think of that? Makes me almost pity la nihilista pequeña when I hear it. Oh, okay. I think we're done here, essay. Figure crawls off into the darkness above. That was an interesting conversation. However, I'm still not sure how it's relevant to our investigation. Print. Nothing. Play. Speaker comes to life, static seeps through the machine's planar magnetic driver. An old lady greets you, her voice sounds 100 years old. Good afternoon, Fortress accident on Saarbrunn. This is East Insulated Repeater Station 1. Please repeat, is this the personal lock? Let's try this again. I think I may have the right password for the personal lock. Good. Please repeat the password. Afterlife death. Good. I've unlocked the filament. After ending the call, please press print to access the filament. What's Fortress Accident? The company on whose name the terminal you're currently using has been registered to. Do you have any other information about this company? One moment. You hear her flip through a catalogue before she reads out with studious care. Fortress Accident SCA produces revolutionary interactive call-in radio games. That's what the catalog says. And what's that? This interactive call-in radio play? Static drowns a response. Any other questions? What are you? A machine? Or are you alive? Yes, I am alive. I am 74 years old and my name is Yvonne. Lieutenant whispers into your ear. She repeats passwords. Programming people are all paranoid. Yvonne, my partner here tells me that you're here because those radio computer guys are all paranoid. They're merely cautious, says the old lady. It's my job to protect their filaments as a password repeater at the East Insulidian station. Doesn't it get lonely doing this job? Lonely? For the first time you hear her chuckle through the rustle of static. Why would it get lonely? I get to talk all day to people like you over a warm cup of tea. That's why she does it. Please tell me if there's anything else I can do for you. Thanks, but I'm finished with this call. Goodbye. Okay. Print. Printer prints out a long text document with dated paragraphs. It looks a bit like someone's journal. Read. First entry made on the 4th February 52 by an unknown author is short and concise. Arrived at the church, the door was boarded up, so I used a crowbar to get inside. Looks like the place has been deserted. Nothing out of the ordinary, but I'll ask around. Need to figure out how to get the electricity in. Lieutenant leans closer, scouring the printout, scouring printout over his shoulder. Just as you finish reading, he looks up, muttering under his breath. 4th of February? That's over a month ago. Whoever set up those machines has been here for quite a while. Do you think this log might be connected to a case? Our case? No, I don't think so. It must be some local. His eyes wander to the various machines around him. Eccentric. Second entry. 6th Feb 52. Had a little chat with the local fisherman. Said I shouldn't go near that place, that the church was spooky and ridden with narcotics. It's a little spooky, alright. Still haven't figured out the electricity. 7th Feb 52. Finally got the electricity in. Next on the agenda, a new antenna. I'm thinking Esker series, something advanced. Why would you need an antenna? Why would anyone need any of this equipment here? He steps on a wire running on the ground, inspecting it with his boot. 8th Feb. But the antenna had some problems setting it up, called Simo for help. Heard the others are back to making art, drinking somewhere out of town. Sulislaw, oder so, started a rock band again. Lexi has been seen asking money from strangers. But at least the artists have their act together. They qualified labor. They can get work anywhere, graphic design, ads. The programmers are doing fine too. I mean, the programmers, the writers, though, they're fucked. Just have to find out what caused that data loss and be done with it. Still don't understand how it managed to wipe out the backup when the backup wasn't even connected to the front. I know, everyone thinks it's impossible. They say I must be lying. I'm here to set it right. Data loss? Seems like something to do with radio computers. Unfortunately, I don't know enough about them to understand what the other is saying. Something about the backup data getting destroyed, and how everyone thought it was the author's fault. It just his glasses. Let's just keep reading. Artists, programmers, Lexi. Who are all those people? Her friends, colleagues. He shrugs. She must be quite educated if she knew how to set up all this machinery. 12th Feb. Brought some food from the grocery store. Apparently there's a strike going on in the arbor. Definitely not happy to see the Martinez people again. Everything's now set up in the church. Going to start working tomorrow 8 AM. The strike. He strokes his chin. We're nearing the date of the murder. Keep reading. I'm interested now. I want to know what's that radio anomaly that sent this person here in the first place. 25th Feb. I've been sending data up to Lintel for a while now. Trying to recreate the data loss, but nothing. Didn't even feel like logging in the disappointment. But I did discover a curious audio-spatial anomaly at the back of the church. I've named it the Swallow. It swallows sound. Need to get some mics. Is she talking about... Lieutenant looks to his right toward the silence. 28th Feb. Yes, the first recordings confirm that the swallow is real, and I'm not just losing my mind. It's a pillar of silence with a diameter of approximately 3 meters. Seems like the higher I go, the less I record. This might be a coincidence, or it could be connected to the data loss that led me here. A pillar of silence. She is talking about the silence. Is she suggesting it's more than just an architectural quirk? But what could it be? Lieutenant doesn't answer. He follows your gaze, studying the basins. The water shines in them, no ripples. March. Some kind of young disco men have appeared next to the church. I've been trying to record the silence to find the epicenter, but now it turns out I've also been capturing the future of dance music. One new disco song over and over again. Fortunately, the song is so monotonous, I was able to devise an algorithm to factor it out. The other day, one of the disco men came in. Before I could even say hello, she got scared and left. Good. I don't want anyone distracting me from my work. The disco man must be a cell. She must be describing a cell. The girl on the ice. Sounds like her, yes? March. A new 2-meter aux cable, noodles, crackers, ping energy drinks, water, toothpaste, gum, also some canned air. The reading is interrupted by the sound of the church door opening. The strange woman makes straight for the radio computer. Uh-oh.
Breaking into my radio computer, I see.
She glares off as she glares at you as she holds down the off button for several seconds. The machine reboots.
I do apologize for the intrusion, madame. We are with the RCM, you see.
We're not just breaking in. I'm pursuing a mysterious lead, searching for my lost identity.
You won't find any answers from here.
She barely looks up from the keyboard. You hear the machine whir back to life.
It's just me and my computer, and it has been this way for weeks. Now, please give me some room. I need 2 seconds to see that you haven't destroyed anything.
We should talk to her after she has rebooted the machine.
What is it?
Woman is still hunched over the keyboard, gently illuminated by the pouring machine. I didn't break anything, did I?
No, you just printed out my personal log and wasted some paper.
Does not look like a big loss to her. Sorry, but who are you? What are you doing here?
I am Sona Lukanen Kilde, the former lead programmer of Fortress Accident and RSA radios. I have over 16 years of programming experience and I'm proficient in both Vox and Orbis languages. If you're not here to hire me, I don't really know how can I help you.
She turns back to the terminal. That still doesn't answer what she's doing in an abandoned church. Have you seen the crab man? No. But you know he's around? Yes. He's seen you. And the crab man has seen you. I don't care. I don't care about crabman. Crabmen. She barely looks up now, tinkering with the machine's printer. Why are there so many machines in this place? I brought them here. These are my machines. Please don't touch anything. Why do you need an antenna? I use the AR1 as my RAM Perfect processing unit. RAM Perfect? That's your radio computer, right? And that antenna is its processing unit? Yes, she says. You really don't know anything about radio computers, do you? She has stopped working now. I don't really know much about anything in this world, to be honest. Alright, well, already computers perform operations up on air, so in order to gain more processing power, you need to invest in a good antenna. Wait, what's on air? On the front, the unified front of radio waves, licensed and controlled by Linter in the East Insulindic region. It's all around us. She waves a hand. That's what on air means. And the AR1, is it a good antenna? She stops to think. I guess it is. So far, I've been quite satisfied with it. Martinez is an unstable region, with bad coverage, and the operation has been surprisingly stable. But it's not the cheapest one on the market, so I wouldn't recommend it for your regular red tape operations. Fraser 1000 is a foolproof line for civilians. Anyway, she turns back to her terminal. You should do some research before you decide to buy anything. Ask around, compare the prices. There are many milieus dedicated to that sort of thing. She liked telling you this. It calmed her nerves. What are you doing with your radio computer? I'm working. The machine seems almost alien, with its pulsing core, the light casting her face in a strange shadow. Working on what? Could you... She closes her eyes. Could you just... for a moment, or get to the point? I really need to focus on something. It's not just rudeness. It really is hard to concentrate on whatever she needs to do, and you're not helping. What about those balls of water over there? They are connected to my RAM Perfect. She looks up. Whatever you do, just please don't move them, okay? Thanks. Right, I'll try not to touch anything. Next question. Great. She dwells back into the glowing terminal. What are you doing in an abandoned church? You really like those questions, don't you? There's a hint of amusement in her tight eyes. I'm a police officer. It's my job to ask questions. I am conducting a scientific research here. You can't throw me out, she says, ready to stand her ground. What research? I'm looking for the location of a 2mm hole in the world. She's looking for a disruption in the radio waves. That's what her person log said. Lieutenant raises his brows, but doesn't say anything. Is the hole connected to the data loss in your journal? Yes, that's what led me here. She stares at the burnished antenna on a nearby table. But I suspect it might be something a bit more complicated than that. Hole in the world? What does that mean exactly? Exactly. What does it mean? There's something frantic about her, as she locks her gaze with you, eyes shining like pearls. Up to now, it has been impossible to say what it is, because it's impossible to measure nothing. What do you think it is? What qualities does nothing have? How do you measure something that does not exist? She's suddenly absorbed in the conversation, waiting for your answer. That's a little above your pay grade at the moment. For a moment, does it mean we're now living in a world that has holes in it? I don't know. Ought be. That's what I'm trying to figure out here. But how do I figure it out? I can't even understand how we're talking about something that doesn't exist, let alone measure it. You measure it by its surroundings, by that which does exist, she replies. Which is what I've been trying to do. I've tried using hydrotransducers to record the silence, to find out where it begins. But honestly, it's not progressing very well. She grows silent, staring at a circle of basins. It looks like some ancient ritual. But does it have anything to do with necroplasmic life forms? Ghosts in everyday parlance? Does it have anything to do with ghosts? Ghosts, she repeats. No, I don't think so. I don't believe in ghosts. What about other supernatural entities? I don't believe in them either. What not many know is necroplasma exists. Great. What are we talking about? And why? She gets back to work. Clear signal that this branch of conversation is over. Do you have any idea where this hole might be located? Somewhere underneath those roof beams, I assume. She looks up, eyes trying to pierce the pitch-black heights above, but without much success. Only a faint crisscross of rafters can be made out from the dark, most of the tower disappearing into the shade. Strange things may flourish in the dark. Why there? There's this place at the back of the church, a place where all audible vibrations seem to decrease. I've named it the Swallow, and the higher you go, the less you record. The pillar of silence. Are you sure it's not just an architecture quirk? Maybe. But it's oddly close to the physical coordinates of the data loss that led me to this place. This is where the Crabman lives. I know. You don't think Crabman might be somehow responsible here? No, I don't. She sounds mildly annoyed by this line of questioning, her hands typing hundreds of commands into the machine. You said that the research isn't going well. Why not? Because it's just trial and error, trying to locate the Swallow, the exact point in space. And I don't have a... She stops mid-sentence. You know what? It would be really helpful if you could just stop talking and let me work. That's all I wanted to know about the scary 2mm hole in the world. For now. Great. How do you feel about Nordic dance music? What? She squints her eyes. I hate it. Same here, it just doesn't connect here. Not like disco does anyway. Maybe I'd have to be on drugs to get it, but to a sober mind it just sounds like uninspired rug whipping. No idea what it has to do with either dancing or music. Right. But how do you feel about a club for a Nordic dance music? This is about those speed freaks in the tent, isn't it? She looks up, shaking her head. I've got some news for you. It's not a nightclub they want to build here. What do they want to build then? Take a guess, why don't you? A petting zoo. Place for animals. Lead programmer said, I can't believe they got you so easily. Go have another talk with those up-and-coming entrepreneurs. Will you? Thanks. Good luck. Lieutenant notes, I'm not coming in there. Bye. Haben wir dieses Lock-Ding gar nicht?
Hello again.
Hi again. So, how are things going?
About the church, I checked it out. And he tenses up. What happened? I talked to the crab man. Oh man, who is he? What did you think? He gave me this odd lecture on alcoholism before rambling on and on about mother's love. Really? Huh, interesting. What's he doing in the church? Just preaching and praying from the looks of it. No matter, the paranoid young man mumbles gruffly. Is it going to be a problem? Yeah, no, that's right. Let's get back to the point. What are we going to do about him? These guys will never catch him. They will never catch him. There's nothing to do. Actually, he told me he wouldn't mind the nightclub at all. I don't know, man. Doesn't it feel like a major hindrance to you? Erupts his jaw. Spooky guy climbing around when all the guests are trying to have nice, friendly hyper time? Don't worry, I don't think he really gives a damn about you or anyone else. I guess it's not a massive problem, now that I think of it. Gott, wie hieß Ach, der Scooter-Zeug, ne? Everyone is welcome to dance till the morning light, yeah. Maybe, I guess we'll figure something out. Okay, but what about the other spooker? The one in Grandma's clothes? Did you see her? I was using the mainframe when Suna, the former lead programmer of Fortress Accident, appeared. Programmer? That's odd. What was she like? Did you ask about the nightclub? She said you guys haven't been completely honest with me about your plans. Come on, man. Will you trust the spooky programmer or us? I just want to make the world a better place. Feel the love. Get down and feel it. Stuffy tent muffled the last two words. Command fails to impress. Love? No, I'm really not feeling it at all. You'll get there, believe me. When we've got our gears set up, things will be flowing and pumping. Anyway, now that it's settled, how did you see him? I mean, disposition-wise. About the dance club idea. Ja oder nein? What? Ja oder nein? Rocking it or dropping it? She did not like the anodic dance club idea. What a pity. That's my favorite thing in the world. He drops the hammer back into her toolbox, and she doesn't like it at all. Shame, he sighs. What can we do now? Do you see a way out of this jam and into a laser-lit future of dance and unity? Unity? Dance? She made it very clear that she won't leave until her own project is finished. And you can't just evict her? No, I won't evict her. We have to come up with a different solution. Look at you, honor man. No, he's right. Maybe we've approached it the wrong way after all. I'm sure there's a workaround. We can make a deal not to bother her. If that's okay with her, we only want to get in the church and spread the joy and ecstasy of music. The lines in the dark coexist. This crapman seems like an advanced being. He's hard. He'll understand. Yeah, he can do his climbing thing in the tower. And the programmer, does she like Nordic dance music? She gets down. I mean, who doesn't? Just listen to that crazy pulse. Wonderful. He nods enthusiastically, then leans in and whispers, if coexistence fails, you can always muzzle her out, right? If it's all okay with you. What do you think? I refuse to throw her out, but I can try convincing her. Smiles wide like a replica of his friend with the large head. Excellent. Good luck, my friend. Nothing jumps out at you and nothing out of ordinary. But Sona said they haven't been honest with me. Haven't they? Or maybe it's that mean programmer herself who's been lying to you. But how about you get out and breathe? The air in the tent is too thick for you to think clearly.
Ha! I see you're here again.
Gibt ja nichts Neues.
Good morning, comrade.
Geh weg.
Hello again. Yes, what is it?
But if you didn't have to leave, I talked to Andre. He wants to make it work. I don't want to make anything work, she replies, her expression unchanged. Hold on, you don't want to make anything work? Yes, anything. I don't want to make anything work. Right, got your message. Convince her to cooperate. Ooh. Easy. When her research is done, she can move out. Listen, about your research. You mentioned earlier that it's not going very well. Maybe I can help with something. What? She looks up from her work, disoriented. No, I don't really need any help with the project. But if I could help you finish the project, then you wouldn't have to live in a church next to the boom boom anymore. Just think about it. She thinks about it. A glazy look in her eyes, a gust of wind brings more snow in from the broken gallery. It touches her hair. Alright, she finally says, blinking twice. Bring me the game's off-site copy from my old workspace if you really want to help. It's stored on a filament memory and I'm unable to go and fetch it myself. What is an off-site copy and why do you need it? It's a backup of my former employee's project, the radio game we were working on. It's stored on a filament memory, just like the one inside this radio computer. She points to the glowing cube inside the machine. He's making it extra simple for you. The backup itself is destroyed now, but I'm hoping to use what's left of it to pinpoint the exact location of the anomaly. You just have to go to my old workspace, workspace and get the filament. Where is your old workspace? En rue de gesehen, the A-Stelle de Commerce. She wipes some hair off her face and sighs. You might be more familiar with the name Doomed Commercial Area. You can get in through the bookshop on Plaza. You just have to do some explaining to the bookstore lady. Moment, da die komische Tür, die ich nicht aufbekommen habe. Wait, bookstore lady? You mean Pleasance? That's her name, I believe. And where exactly is the offsite copy? There's this giant ice bear fridge in the building cellar. It's there. Don't worry, you can't miss the bear. She gives you a rueful smile. It's hideous. Why can't you go and get the filament yourself? The bookstore lady hates me. Says I'm part of the curse, whatever that means. Wait, are you part of the curse? Of course not. She crosses her arms. Anyway, I don't have my keys anymore, and she won't let me in. Why does she think you're part of the curse? Because she's from Martinez and people from Martinez have never ever seen a radio computer. She thinks it emits elemental evil. What if it does emit elemental evil? It doesn't emit, it receives. She stops explaining. It's not just like her. She started praying when she first saw my RAM. Turned to higher powers. Tenant calls like he's amused. Once I came in one morning only to find that my terminal was full of those strange trinkets and amulets. What? It looked like some Seminine magic. So what I need you to do here is go have a talk with her, say that you're a policeman and need to get to the building's basement. Then bring me the off-site copy Alright. Alright. Thanks. She thinks for a moment and reaches behind the radio computer and hands you what looks like an oversized pry bar. And here's my Qualsund multi-tool. You might need it to hack loose some highs. It opens everything. If you get me the offsite copy, then you can keep the Qualsund. It hurts a bit for her to say this. She's not too happy to be parting with the Qualsund. Okay. To open locked containers. Okay, cool. Yo.